Hello and welcome to another episode of my Logan Sargeant career mode. Here we are for the Las Vegas Grand Prix. And as you can see, we're actually getting an upgrade here, which we haven't had. We haven't actually gotten any upgrades in the past few races, so it's nice to get an upgrade on the car. And also, I don't know if you can read that here. You can feel free to pause it. But it turns out Aston Martin are actually looking for a new driver. So maybe we can go there. Comment down below if you're interested in me going to Aston Martin for next season. But definitely, I feel like that'd be a great move for us, as they're just one ahead of us there in the performance, but adapting quite a few parts here now before the Las Vegas Grand Prix because of the rule changes, getting prepared for the end of the season here, or for next season with the new regulation changes. But that upgrade is successful, which is quite nice to see. But with that being said, we're just going to go straight into it here for the Las Vegas Grand Prix, our second home race of this season.
Stand by to see cars at more than 210 miles an hour blasting their way down the strip. F1 has taken over. It's F1 fever, Las Vegas.
Now, this is a track I'm pretty confident at, and I feel like this car pretty much suits it quite well. As in Q1 here, we go second fastest straight away, and we actually do drop down to fifth, but Alex Albon getting third fastest there. So clearly this car does have pace here at Las Vegas, otherwise I wouldn't be the only car up there. Obviously, Albon actually going faster than us, so hopefully we can maybe get a good race. Both of us scoring high points would be actually pretty nice if you ask me. So, but who knows what could actually happen. As now we are in Q2 here, as I come across the line, I actually go fastest of the session here. So definitely doing well here somehow. And as you can see here, it's a Williams 1-2 in Q2. I was not expecting that, just to say the least. Albon 1.5 seconds slower than us, but still, both of the Williams going fastest here. I don't know what to say. I don't think I'm in the right universe, because this is not expected at all. But I'll definitely happily accept it. But now, it is Q3 here, and as I come across the line here, we only go P6 currently, with our teammate ahead of us. And usually in Q3 I only do one lap, but this time I do decide to do a second lap, and luckily I did. Because we are currently P7 here, but I'm up by almost 5 tenths, or down to 4.5. But as I come across the line here, pretty optimistic with where I could be. And it is going to be a front row start here for the first time in our career mode with Logan Sargeant at his home race here, within Albon actually getting P7 there, so not too bad from him as well. But it is going to be Charles Leclerc who lines up on pole here. We're just so close to getting our first pole. Unfortunately, it isn't going to be. But yeah, definitely a good sign to see that the car has definitely improved. But yeah, maybe we can win our home Grand Prix.
Welcome to Las Vegas, and for Formula One, it's welcome back to Las Vegas. No longer do we race in the Caesars Palace car park. Tonight, the time is right to go racing in the street. 17 corners, 3 straights, 2 DRS zones, and the glitz and glamour of Las Vegas as we race around the 3.8 miles of Sin City. The strip has been taken over to become a straight tonight, commanding top speeds of around 212 miles an hour. It's time to see how our drivers are stacking up after yesterday's exciting qualifying session. A fantastic effort from Charles Leclerc yesterday, and it's put him on pole. And Logan Sargeant completes the front row. Considering the rest of the grid, we have Sainz, Perez, Verstappen, Fernando Alonso, Albon, Norris, Russell, Hamilton, Joe, Stroll, Oscar Piastri, Gasly, Ocon, Magnussen, Bottas, Tsunoda, Ricciardo, and Nico Hülkenberg rounds off the grid.
Obviously, here with tyre wear being quite extreme, we are just going to go with the medium-hard strategy. Pretty sure Leclerc's doing the exact same strategy as us here, as we come to the grid here as we go to 5 red lights. And it's lights out and away we go. It's an alright start here, as we do actually manage to hold off Perez, who gets a great start, and Carlos Sainz behind us, as we manage to hold off and stay into P2. But Leclerc getting a great start here, going through the first few corners as he starts to pull away from us, as Perez actually starts to close in on us, unfortunately. And on lap 3 here now, Perez has the DRS behind us, also the fastest lap, as he maybe looks to send it up our inside here as he drains his battery. I decided to just save it because we can always come back at him, and we do put our elbows out there a little bit. We do manage to keep Perez behind. And on lap 4, I am back in DRS here on the main Las Vegas strip of Charles Leclerc. I decided to just burn my battery here to maybe look to make that overtake to lead the Las Vegas Grand Prix as Logan Sargeant as we go into the well, I don't know what corner number that is, but either way, we try and make it to go around the outside of Charles Leclerc, but there's just nowhere to go here for us, unfortunately, as we do get stuck behind him here. But with just the slipstream alone, we're actually gaining quite a bit of time here on Charles Leclerc as we try and go up his inside here, and we do lead the Las Vegas Grand Prix on lap 5 here as Logan Sargeant in the Williams here with the fastest lap. Could this be our first win here? Could this, if we can try and pull away, could we actually maybe win the Las Vegas Grand Prix? But Charles Leclerc does have the DRS here now, maybe looking to come straight back at us, and he is going to try and pass us straight away, but that's fine. We can always come back at him at the loss on the main straight. He does get ahead of us there. We just need to try and stay within DRS and stay with him to try and fight back. And as I said, we can always come back at him later on in the lap here now, burning our battery before we even get to the DRS zone, getting right up behind him as we try and brake and go down the inside this time as we retake the lead of the Las Vegas Grand Prix from Charles Leclerc. But he does have the DRS again here now to try and come straight back at us, unfortunately. As we try and go defensive there, but he does breeze past us there, obviously, with the DRS. As we go quite wide into the corner there, Perez actually back in the scene as well. We've actually dropped the rest of the drivers here, our top 3. But we do decide to come to the pits. We'll follow Charles Leclerc into the pits here, as we do lose the rears there a little bit to tap the wall. But here we can see Charles Leclerc, as he comes to the pits. We go to the very end of the pits because we didn't do very well in the Constructors last season. But as you can see here, Charles Leclerc gets pretty badly held up there as he drops quite far back from us here. On lap 7 of the Grand Prix, as we come out of the pits here, we just wait to see the gap, and it's almost 4 seconds to Charles Leclerc. So him being held up in the pits could have just given us the advantage that we needed here, as we come or go past everyone else who has pitted as well now. The gap currently 3 seconds to Charles Leclerc. We do stay out in first place here at the Vegas Grand Prix. But with that all being said here now, lap 13, we still have the fastest lap, still 3 second gap to P2. Here we are at the Las Vegas Grand Prix as Logan Sargeant in our first season, here to win the Las Vegas Grand Prix.
That's what we've been working on, guys. Thank you. Come on. Proud of everyone.
We've done the unthinkable. Logan Sargeant is a race winner here. We get the driver of the day, we get fastest lap as well. I don't know what else to say. We've done it in our first season at our home Grand Prix. Obviously, as you can see here, Max Verstappen does win the World Drivers' Championship, but who cares? That's not the talk of the town here. We have just won as Logan Sargeant.
The checkered flag, and here's our winner. Take a bow, Logan Sargeant.
Well, I'm sure I've seen an increased hunger, increased desire from this driver this weekend, Crofty, as they've performed in front of their home crowd. And drivers often say they feel extra energy from inside the car, and I really feel like we saw that, we witnessed it here today.
It looks like it's time once again to hand out the silverware as the successful drivers make their way to the podium. It was a gritty performance today by Williams, and they've got the race win to prove it.
Obviously, I hope you enjoyed this video. It was definitely a fun one. As you can see there, Alex Albon also getting P4 there, so great points for the team, actually. But yeah, what a race that was. Definitely the best race of the season, the highlight of the season, winning with Logan Sargeant. I don't think we're going to do that again this season, unless we get into a better car. But yeah, I do hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope to see you in the next one, where we can maybe try and get a podium or another win.